I got a flat tire today. Guess my car just couldn't handle the pressure.
That tire is almost flat. Yeah, there's 18 PSI in this tire. All right, guys, today we were out in the woods with Joe's truck doing something a little different. I was going hiking, and when you're out camping, off-roading, or just way out in the middle of nowhere, the last thing you want is a flat tire and you've got no way to deal with it. And that's exactly why today we're checking out the Teslong 20V Pro Tire Inflator. Now, this isn't just one of those tiny emergency inflators you throw in the trunk and hope you never have to use. This thing is designed to be portable, powerful, and actually practical for real-world situations, like when you're miles away from the nearest gas station or air pump. So today we're going to unbox it, check out the features, and then we're going to put it to a little test to see if it works right there on Joe's truck. Let's see what this thing can do. Joe, roll the clip. All right, so here's the box for the Teslong 20V Pro Tire Inflator. Let's open this up and see exactly what comes inside. Now, right away, you can see everything is packed pretty nicely in there. First thing we got here is the tire inflator itself. And honestly, the first thing I notice is the size. It's compact, but it still feels solid in your hand. Now, next up, we've got the battery. This is a 20-volt rechargeable battery, which is nice because that means you're not relying on your vehicle's power outlet. If you're out camping or off-roading, that's actually a big deal because sometimes you just don't want to run your vehicle just to air up a tire. Now, this also came with a handy charging cable, so you can recharge the battery when you get back home or back to camp. You could hook it up to another battery bank or anything like that and just charge it right up. Now, in the back here in the little zipper compartment, it comes with a bunch of different hose attachments for the air pump part. And then on the bottom of the actual unit, there are some adapters for the actual unit itself. These adapters are useful if you're not just inflating tires, but things like bike tires, sports balls, air mattresses, basically anything that needs air. So overall, it's a pretty complete kit right out of the box. Now check this out. I've got this old raft laying around that we use here at the pool in sunny Florida. I'm going to go ahead and get the adapter out that adapts the actual Teslong to a raft. I'm going to go ahead and air this guy up right now. That thing had absolutely no issues airing up that raft. Now I've got this ball here as well. It does come with a standard ball needle for you to go ahead and air up balls. Check out how easy it does work on this old colorful ball. It also comes with this handy air pump right here. This air pump simply fits right in the back of it and allows you to air up other things like mattresses or other devices that use different kind of adapters. And all the little adapters are kept in your bag with your Teslong tire inflator. And it snaps right back into place in the back just like this. And then you close the little door. So it's very handy and has a lot of different uses. Now let's take a closer look at the inflator itself, which I have right here in my hands. Now right here on the front, you've got the digital display, which is going to show you your air tire pressure in real time. That's one of my favorite features about this because you don't actually have to keep checking the tire with a separate tire gauge. You can also set your target PSI, and the inflator will automatically stop when it reaches that pressure. So if you want your tire at 35 PSI, you just set it right here and let it do its thing. You just hit the plus and minus right here on the front. Now on the bottom here, we've got the hose connection. It stores nicely right underneath just like that. Then all your accessories are under a nice little trap door that pops off there. There's your accessories for a raft and other inflatable things. And now on the back, here is where your 20-volt battery slides right in. You can see it comes off just like that. And on the battery, it does have a USB connection for charging if you don't have the base charger. And that battery locks in place just like a power tool, which is nice because it feels secure. It's not going to go anywhere. Overall, the build quality feels pretty solid. It's not overly heavy, but it definitely does not feel cheap either.
I told my tire to stay positive, but it just kept letting me down.
Okay, so imagine this scenario. You're out in the middle of nowhere. Maybe you're camping, maybe you're heading deeper into the trails, or maybe you're just on a long road trip and decide to stop off somewhere off-grid like we did today. Now we planned a nice hiking trip at Fort Caroline, and you're gonna see what happened next. Now you notice when we're done with our hike, we get back and something does not look right with the truck.
Nice walk. Fort Caroline.
Obviously that tire was losing air.
That tire is almost flat. I did not notice this when I borrowed the truck, but that tire's very flat. We're gonna have to, I think I got something for that. I think I got something for this. Yep. That's why this is in the truck.
Now normally when something like this happens, the traditional solution is pulling out the jack, digging out the spare tire, loosening lug nuts, jacking the whole vehicle up, and swapping out the tire.
This thing's looking pretty flat, guys.
And if you've ever done that on uneven ground or in the woods like that, you know it's not exactly fun.
Break out the Teslong tire inflator here and see how much air is in this. Doesn't look like much. If I had to guess, it's probably about 15 or 16 PSI in there.
You're going to be dealing with dirt, sometimes a spare tire that hasn't been touched in years and could be flat.
So all you have to do is just pull this out. This thing's ready now. You just turn it on. It'll show you how much air is in the tire. Yeah, there's 18 PSI in this tire. Let's go ahead and pump it up. Tire inflator turns off immediately. It's not connected properly to the tire.
But if the problem is just low air pressure and not a complete flat, something like the Teslong Pro 20V tire inflator can make this situation way easier. That's where this guy shines. Now, instead of changing the whole tire completely, you just pull that out, you hook it up, and bring the tire pressure back on up. And since this is battery powered, you don't need an outlet and you don't have to turn your vehicle on and plug it in your vehicle. Now we started a timer. Let's see how long that took. Now, another big thing I like about this is the portability. I had it in Joe's truck already because he has a history of flat tires in that truck. All right, this tire is aired up. I stopped at 32 PSI. You can see the Teslong absolutely killed it. No problem whatsoever. Pumping the tire back up to 32. I still got 3 bars of battery left on the inflator, so I have plenty left. Let's get out of here. It's small enough that it could potentially fit into your glove box, your center console, or a small storage compartment in your vehicle. So instead of carrying a big compressor setup, you've got something that's always small and compact right in the car. And the great thing is you can charge it in the car too with USB. That's exactly the kind of tool that makes off-grid easier. Instead of spending 20 or 30 minutes changing a tire on the side of some trail, you might be able to solve the problem in just a couple of minutes by adding some air. And that's why portable inflators like this are becoming something everyone keeps in their car and ready to go. Because when you're far from the nearest gas station and the nearest air pump, convenience matters a lot. And that's super convenient. You don't have to sit there and watch the PSI gauge the whole time. The inflator takes care of that for you. And we did it completely on battery power out in the woods, and we had 3 battery clicks left on our inflator, plenty of battery power left after. That's exactly the kind of situation where something like this is super useful. Now, of course, tires isn't the only thing that you can use the Teslong for. With the included adapters, you can also inflate bike tires, basketballs, footballs, air mattresses, and of course, pool inflatables. So if you're out hunting or camping or hiking like we were today, this could also be used to inflate air mattresses in your tent or other gear. Now, that kind of versatility is always nice because it means you don't have to carry multiple tools. So after using the Teslong 20V tire inflator, I've got to say, it's a really practical tool, and the built-in light also comes in handy. Check it out. I've got to say, this is a really practical tool. Now, it's compact enough to keep in your vehicle all the time, and the battery-powered 20V design means you're not tied to your car outlet the whole time. The automatic PSI shutoff makes it really easy to use, and the included extra air pump is also a plus. For camping trips, road trips, or even everyday emergencies, this is the kind of tool that's nice to have, and hopefully you never need it. But if you do need it, you're going to be glad it's there. Now, if you want to check out the Teslong AC-W01, I'll put more information down in the description below. And if you enjoy videos like this, whether it's car stuff, power sport, scooters, or random gear reviews like this one, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. We've got a lot more coming soon, and we'll see you guys in the next video.